Hello and welcome back to the EGL Battle of Europe. My name is Sims. This, of course, is Strongside. Mike, it's a pleasure to be casting with you.
It's a pleasure as well. I've been watching you and Wonderboy commentate for quite some time now, so I'm a fan myself.
It feels weird being sitting here alongside you, fan by moment. I know, I'm sorry, I'm going to do it, but sitting behind a desk, years ago, 10 years ago, watching you play for a hell of a lot of money, back in the day, 2006.
2006, 2007, it's been a while.
Right now, these guys are going into essentially a loser bracket. What is the best mindset to be hitting this game with? What do they really need to do going into this? What's the mindset they need to be focusing on?
So the biggest thing is to just drop everything that just happened. You don't want to think about it. If you dwell on, oh, I should have done this that game, I should have made this move, not done this, you're going to just get in your head and you're going to make more mistakes. So the biggest thing is just to look forward. Look at that next game type, forget about everything, and start focusing on your strategy for that next game type. And to actually look at that next game type, it's Warlord King. And we just saw TCM. That was the only game type they won against Vibe.
Yeah, Big Daddy Riot's on Warlord King. Again, we were speaking about it upstairs. Over 100 seconds of hill time and the most positive ratio in the entire game. He literally just sat there. Nobody at all could touch. No one could touch him. Simple as that. He just commanded it around. Again, Warlord, when it comes to DZS, again, we were speaking about them earlier on, they appreciate who they're playing, and they know who they're playing. I just think that, TCM now know that they're beatable. All right, there is still 10,000 on the line here. I don't think that they're going to do any mistakes what they did previous. I mean, I was speaking to Wonderboy upstairs. It's whether or not they can come through, fight through this entire loser bracket and, meet some people again in the finals. I personally think that DZS are going to be meeting a very, very fired up team. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a bit of an uphill battle, but then again, they have got some very, very good talent on that team.
Yeah, DZS, they're really going to have to stay focused, not think about, oh, this team's been a team longer than us. They've been around. They've competed in these big tournaments. DZS, they are the underdog, but being the underdog, it's a better feeling sometimes, especially when you win. When we're talking about TCM, they've got a long road, and especially after, 7 games that they played? They had to replay Lockdown Team Slayer, and, I mean, mentally and physically, you just get exhausted of playing game after game after game. So they're going to have to keep it together and really focus on staying up with their communication and their teamwork and just being there for this next series.
How did you enjoy 45 minutes of lockdown?
Oh, man. Just pop up the recliner and get ready.
It was certainly intense, but it just shows you how evenly matched those two teams were. As such, obviously, Vibe prevailing and going on. When they play Epsilon, that is going to be a very, very good game. And not a lot of people really expected Vibe to do that to TCM. A few people. I think Epsilon's still the fan favorites. However, TCM was a very, very close second. A lot of people kind of said Vibe third. But they've proved the haters wrong. You know what I mean? You never drop Ramirez. It's as simple as that. He's coming back to haunt people's nightmares. He's doing it. He's doing what he wanted to do.
That had to feel incredible for Ramirez, too. Even Chalky.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just the tension going on between them. Now they've really, I know the tournament's not over yet, but they're kind of just like, see, this is what you did. You got rid of us. We're coming back to beat you. You're going to learn today, pretty much. You're going to learn a lesson. But like I said, the tournament's not over. There's still a lot of time to come back. TCM's really fighting hard right now to come back. And, I actually had them winning this tournament.
Yeah.
I know they qualified at this, or qualified to make it out here without dropping a game.
Yeah.
I know they're a very strong slaying team. I know Riots is a strong slayer. And that's why in that King Warlord game, I was surprised to see Riots getting all that hill time. He really changed his normal play style.
That's exactly what I said to Wonderboy upstairs. I says, why is he doing this? And he just turned, he says, that's his job now. Literally just do everything. Anything that needs to be done, just do it. And you saw it. He stood there. His team helped him around him. They worked around him. He got the most kills and the most hill time. He secured that. And it'll be interesting to see if he actually does the same thing in this, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a he's the leader. He's been around the longest. He's played with some of the greats. So he really needs to just step up, lead his team, and keep them composed and get ready to take out DZS. Because honestly, you can't count DZS out. When they were playing against Epsilon that first match, they got the first cap, and it was kind of back and forth. I know the next match, they had the lead on lockdown Team Slayer, excuse me, but they let it slip away. They let it slip away, and maybe, yeah, they're just getting the nerves. It is Kimbo's first real tournament, LAN tournament. So he's only 16 years old too. He's 16 years old competing here with some of the top European gamers. So he's got it in for himself, and as long as he can kind of keep it together, he should be good.
All right, the game's going to be getting started up very soon. I just want a quick rundown of the maps on screen. So first game is going to be King of the Hill Warlord. Then we're going to move into Team Slayer on Lockdown. Moving from there, we'll be seeing our first Shrine of the day, Shrine Bomb. Game number 4, Lockout Ball if we need it. And then finally, if we do need that one, it'll be another Shrine game of Slayer. So here we go then. I think it would only be fair if we kick this off with Riots. I really want to see this guy in action again. We saw what he did earlier on. Just quickly before this does start, going back to what you mentioned over Kimbo, though, how must it feel at 16 years of age for your first LAN event to be playing for €10,000? That's simply mind-blowing.
And the all-expense paid trip to playing the HCS Season 1 Grand Finals against all of the top American players, that's wild. I mean, that's a lot of pressure on the line right now. And you've got a huge tournament win here. And
if, let's just say, anything's possible, if he went over there and won that, 16 years of age, and you'd be winning $50,000 on top of the 10 he won here of euros. That's literally insane. So, kicking off game number 1, we are currently on board with Blizz, the most recent swap out that we have seen, taking the position of speed right now. What needs to happen? Talk me through the game.
All right, let's hop on board with Panic here. So basically, when this top middle hill, it's just like a scrap hill. You don't really want to sit up here for too long. Blizz is taken down here. Let's hop over to Gunner, but Gunner's taken down. You see, let's hop on board with Riots here. Let's hop on board with Riots. He's top middle. Now, their entire team's up on the top of the map. They're keeping the other team spawning away and not giving them a chance to really push into this top center area. Normally, like I said, it's a scrap hill. They've already picked up 35 seconds of time. Riots is taken down, but let's hop on with 2Foxy. But basically, once this hill moves, once the hill is up top, you really just want to force the team to spawn on the other side of the map. And basically, just by doing that, you just control the side bases and can control the flag where the hill is. And it looks like we're doing that with Respectful. Respectful's in the hill. Fusion is top middle, and you see them getting completely set up. And look at this, shooting across the map, spawning the players on the other side of the map. This is their hometown game type. They're just playing this like textbook.
This is the one good thing about Respectful. He is an FFA player. He's won so many across multiple titles, so many FFA matches. Literally, online games, he always wins them. And I think this is where, as I mentioned before, whether he was going to be the game maker or the game breaker. He's either going to run off, and me and Harry actually spoke to Foxy before this, and he kind of said they've had to teach him how to work with them rather than just do his thing. Fair enough, he does his thing and he does it well, but it's all about doing it alongside them. Being that annoying player, but being where they need him to be at the right time. He's got himself a shotgun now. He's going to be literally just loitering around. As you said before, they're going to be setting up for this C hill. I do believe over there right now, they're already sat in it. Yes, they are. As soon as it moves there, look at that. Straight on it. He's camping down in yellow. He's got 3 players. Whips out a shotgun. Can he get one? No, he can't. Backs off, but he is going to sit there. Player jumps down and cleans him up, though. You do not want Respectful in your area any way, shape, or form.
All right, let's hop on board with Fusion right now. And you see they're still milking time. That looks like Respectful was milking some time there. Great play. Look, they're already controlling the flag over here. But real quick to what you said about Respectful being a free-for-all kit. It's a big change for free-for-all players to hop into a team game. It's so different. Individually, you can be so good at this game. But Halo, once you come down to the top players and the top teams, it is all about teamwork. And if they're not going to have that teamwork, you might as well just put down the controller and give up. So these guys, you saw them before, communicating, yelling extremely loud. Fusion is taken down there. Let's hop back on board with 2Foxy. It's 82-4 right now.
That's disgusting.
82-4. These guys are just playing out of their minds. This is definitely their game type.
Again, just off screen there, we just saw Riots picking up the camo. But again, if we actually jump back to him right now, he's just doing what he did in previous games, killing and controlling the hill. Look at that score, Mike. 87-5. Grenade goes in, walks through, lands on it. Good night, sunshine. This is what it's all about, controlling that hill, but being able to withstand your own BR and stand on your own 2 feet. This is where TCM really do. They are individually skilled players. And this is basically what it is. Warlord's you're in the open quite a lot. Unless you're camping back in the flags, you can get shot from different angles, left, right, and center. And if you're not prepared to stand your ground and challenge somebody and take on that BR battle, you can get wiped up very, very easily.
Yeah, I mean, and you just see them like respectful individually. You see him just staying alive at the perfect times. Instead of trying to jump out and challenge and get an extra shot and get possibly a sick kill, he's playing it smart. He stays alive, lets his teammates pick up the kills, and moves on. Unfortunately, Respectful is taken down there. Hop on with Riots, he's taken down as well, and now over to 2Foxy.
Literally just pinning them back into that red spawn. He's been sat there for about a minute, just grenades coming in straight off the spawn. He kind of pins them back, and he's got, I do believe last time I looked he had no hill time, but this is all Foxy does. He just bobs between the portals, back and forth, back and forth. Again, now he's actually getting a bit of hill time, getting a couple of seconds on the clock for himself. 96 to 26 to score. That is a big, big gap. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to play, but there we go, 100-point club now for TCM, game number 1. Thank you again if you are just joining us, guys. Remember to tweet the stream, let everybody know what's happening today. HCS Battle of Europe here at EGL, 10,000 euros on the line. We are into the winners bracket round 1. TCM taking on DZS currently.
We got the 4 best European teams under one roof right now. And the #1 European team that wins here, they're coming over and they're playing against the best American teams. So it's awesome to see the European gaming or Halo community just it's big. They're so involved, and it's going to be awesome to have them more involved into the HCS. It's awesome to come out here and have the HCS be a part of the European Halo community.
I'm just going to hop on board with Kimbo right now. Again, we mentioned Kimbo earlier on being the new gun to this street, but only being 16 years of age. He really performed early on. Fair enough, he's in the losers bracket, but individually, his performance earlier on versus Epsilon was absolutely outstanding. He was controlling the power-up in the middle. He was controlling his platform. The amount of double kills and assists, just firing bullets across map. For a 16-year-old guy, he's brilliant. He's going to be a fantastic player in the future.
And after that kill right there, it doesn't look like he's nervous at all. He's really staying focused, staying alive here. I mean, he's playing it right. Maybe their team's just.
Oh, look at that! No shield and a kill.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think if they want to come back, DZS really needs to just focus on the basic strategy of King of the Hill on this map. They really need to just get control. And you see right now, Gunners spawned across the map. They're just getting caught in this spawn trap where they spawn across the map. They need to slowly work together and make a push, whether it be through the portals, whether it be over to the side base. Just get one guy to the side base.
So we're going to jump across the 2Foxy right now. Unfortunately, Curse of the Caster as we go on board with him, and he drops down dead. But Foxy right now, he's just unstoppable. This guy is seen pretty much to the European Halo community as the best in Europe. Playing alongside Chalky, they used to be kind of a little bit of a duo split up now. He's really kind of making, rather than standing in the light of Chalky, he's making himself a name. He knows that he definitely has the ability. This guy can hang with the best. He's BR. Interestingly, another FFA player though. It plays quite a high sensitivity, but a lot of FFAs. He's got quite a few wins on his belt, especially on LAN as well. But he's BR. It's just disgusting.
Yeah,
it really
just
is.
Watching this right now, it's so smooth, so smooth. And he doesn't really miss his shots, but he's taken down right there. Let's hop on board with Riots. He's got camo, and he's just picking up kills. He's unfortunately taken out as well. Let's hop on board with Respectful, who's just laying fire. So this is actually what I was trying to say earlier. Just sitting back and being able to put shots. So Respectful has the hill to his left on the platform. It's on blue plat. He does not have to move. All he has to do is just watch the hill and keep blue team from getting in. He's starting to make a push. He had some teammates spawn with him. But that's all you really need to do in this game type is just stay up on the flags, keep them out of the hill, and try not to get caught in that bad spawn rotation.
Interestingly, going for the hill, there is 6 seconds left. Dirty time. He does go down, but Camo was up at all that time. I don't think anyone currently has managed to grab that. I still think that could be up. Again, Fusion going down, was on one shot, got caught in the corner. But I think we're going to move across to Respectful now. Camo still up. That's been 12 seconds that no one's actually touched that. Quite interesting that he's not running across. He'd rather stay here. Catches Panic as Panic jumps out. He's going to be half shield. No one cleaning it up there. I like to see an assist pop up, which I didn't there. It's always nice if you're shooting someone, if you go down to get the assist medal afterwards. At least you know they've gone down who you were going at. But again, Riots does get taken down by Gunner in the back. We are moving now across to Respectful. He's throwing grenades, knows somebody there, hit markers, gets the grenade kill, does get back-whacked, but he does go down also.
Let's hop on board with DZS here. Let's take a look at Gunner. Gunner was what? He was the highest placing European at the Global Championship.
Yeah, just missed out on top 8 by a few kills, unfortunately. Then closely followed by Epsilon's coach, Cyrus. He was top 16, but top 32, sorry, I do apologize. Gunner top 16, but individually Gunner is... his skill is unparalleled. He did the previous event that he's been to in Europe, he came top 16. Didn't have a great event. Kind of wanted to come here, but I think even being here kind of shows just how good this guy is and how much this team does deserve to be here. They beat one of the best teams in Europe, which is Varsity. They played all week. They were near enough. They were trying to qualify all week, and they were doing very well against some of the bigger teams. Everyone kind of expected them to be here. Didn't make it. However, again, DZS, they are in losers. Could they have done better? I really don't know on the day. Sticking on board with Blizz, let's talk about what's going on. Respectful, though, poking out of bottom mid with the laser beam, ripping his shield. Blizz managing to stay alive, interestingly, but just, Mike, look at the score. 200 to 74.
Great game by TCM. Great game by TCM. I think the biggest thing right here is just the teamwork. The TCM is just out teamworking them and getting them caught in those spawn traps across the map. DZS obviously just is going to have to leave this game behind. Don't worry about it. You've got your next match coming up. It's a Slayer. And honestly, sometimes Slayers, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. A player can go off and it changes everything. Objective is so team-oriented that players are not going to be able to do so well. Let's actually take a look at the stats here. Riot's going positive 15.
And the most hill time again. Second time on this map and this game type.
Huge, absolutely huge gameplay by Riots. I like this Riots. I like seeing him kind of do everything.
Yeah.
That's a player that you need on your team. Someone that can do everything, take care of whether it's controlling a power weapon, whether it's making a flank, getting the objective. You got to be able to do it all.
I think since the departure of Ramirez, Riots really has come into that team leader role. I mean, you can hear Scott and you can hear Perry. Brandon's quite a more of a quieter player and a bit of a passive player, but I really think that Riots had to step up into that leadership role, command them, tell them to be here, where to be, and maybe that's playing his advantage. He's taking the hill, and he's telling them where to be, and work with him and work around him. Either way, it doesn't matter. They got the